listen, canon debates. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
we have them.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's like developing anything. If you like staunchly like put your flag in the sand, you're like, I'm not moving, damn it.
Brad, welcome back to Phase Hero again. What's
Oh
up, dude?
man, every time I'm on Face Hero, I'm so excited.
Let's go, dude. Well,
Highlight
thank you.
of my day.
I have a dude. I got to start with a very important question. When are you guys going to use Jeff the Land Shark in animated or live action form after he became an overnight success with
You know,
Marvel
you know
Rivals?
it's co you know it's coming. You know it's coming. I
Dude,
can't say when, I can't say where, but we're all Jeff fans around here. Man, is he fun to play?
are you playing Marvel Rivals?
Yeah,
Who's your main?
Jeff the Land Shark.
Fair. Hey man, dude, you're a pest. You're a pest for that, but I respect it. I respect it. All right, dude, we got to talk about What If. I saw 2 episodes. I know. I think I'm going to see a couple more, maybe right before the show comes out. And it's great again, dude. I'm happy for you guys. And one episode I haven't seen is the Storm episode, and that Storm episode has made tons of headlines because we're all very excited to see you guys use an X-Men character. Talk to me about what you're doing, what you got to do with Storm with Allison Seeley Smith in the part, because it seems like that's the Stormcaster like type comic story. Like, what'd you do?
Allison's voice as Storm is one of the most iconic voices in animation history. I mean, certainly for me, her portrayal of that character stands out as like there's I can't imagine another voice portraying that character in animation. And in working on X-Men 97 and then bouncing to What If season 3, it was like as soon as we had an idea, it was kind of like lightning in a bottle. We just knew that we had to see it through. And of course, the the fact that there's a famous issue of What If where Storm became the goddess of thunder. It just became it was really exciting to us to
That's
bring her
awesome.
in.
That's awesome, man. Are we? Do you think we'll see more X-Men with Marvel TV or animation in the near future?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're hard at work on X-Men 97 season 2 right now. We're writing season 3. That, there's no question that that story has a lot of fun avenues to go down.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And you've talked a bit about how What If season 3, how this being the final season, the ending is going to kind of make sense why it had to end here. I don't want to spoil it, but I would love to hear if you can kind of elaborate on that a little bit. Like, is this something that's going to tie into what we're going to see in the sprawling, story that crosses mediums?
Yeah, it will. I think that a good way to say it, a good way to put it is if you remember at the end of Loki season 1, the sacred timeline ruptures and blossoms into alternate realities, and then the next series out was What If, where we got to explore those different aspects of the universe. And the end, frankly, the end of season 2 when he shows Peggy the multiverse. It's the tree of stories, that we know that Loki's sitting in the center of. Um, without going into detail, I think by the time you get to the end of the season, and then over the next couple of years, as the Multiverse Saga reaches its exciting conclusion, you will see how it all balances out in a similar way.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it, dude. I would just hear that, like, as now we have Avengers projects coming, Doomsday and Secret Wars are getting closer and closer. People are starting to work on those. How does sort of an ensemble story that's going to pull threads from things on television, things in movies, and all these projects Marvel's working on impact sort of the work you're doing on television, if at all?
I mean, it's no different than it's ever been. I mean, I've never known any other reality than this one. I've been I've been here for 17 years now, and working for Kevin Feige, and um the shared universe, the sandbox is just part of the reality of our storytelling. So where the characters bump up against each other and how characters, especially the grounded street level characters, deal with big universal stuff is always fun to think about.
Oh yeah, dude, ground level. You think we'll ever revisit like a Defenders?
Well, I think that New York City is in a way a universe in and of itself in the MCU, and certainly the way it's laid out in Daredevil Born Again season 1 sets the table for New York City as being like uh a medieval kingdom with lots of different, people vying for control of the throne. And that is a world that is inspiring to think about telling more stories in.
So I know the rule is kind of that the characters have to appear elsewhere. You were able to use Storm because 97 came out. That sort of thing happens with What If. Does that mean Daredevil was eligible for season 3?
He was eligible for season 3, but you're gonna have to wait for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to see Charlie Cox on screen in animation as the character.
Dude, that show looks awesome. I mean, like, and it's January 29th is right around the corner.
Yep. I cannot wait for people to see that show. It is it's like nothing we've ever done before. It's like it's a sneaky show. It's very deep. It presents itself as a really fun, exciting Spider-Man adventure. He's back in high school. It delivers on what I think is essential to Spider-Man in these fun and amazing ways. Jeff Trammell, the showrunner, is an absolute genius. But the thing has, I'll be honest with you, it has an anime kind of structure to it in that ensemble starts to get to know each other, those friends, those kids, and those stakes of that story, when they ratchet up, man, once you fall in love with them all and they're in harm's way, you really feel it. It is exciting.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Since I'll end it with this, since you brought it up, because I understand that story is sort of a what if scenario in itself, and since we're talking about what if, I tried to tie it in there. Is that like are you guys looking at that as like the prelude comic and the stories of that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man up until the shift where Norman is his mentor instead of Tony Stark is sort of Peter Parker's backstory? Or is this kind of just like, we should look at it as like, okay, just have fun with it, it's a separate thing? Or because listen, canon debates, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but we have them.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's like developing anything. If you like staunchly like put your flag in the sand, you're like, I'm not moving, damn it. It becomes a really hard place to develop from, because your mind gets stuck, It's like you have to be open to where the project takes you. Every single project I've ever worked on, film, television show, animated, live action, they all have a life of their own. And if you over discipline them, they will turn on you and murder you. Like you have to let them live their own lives and go where they want to go. And your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, it started out as like, okay, it's Spider-Man freshman year. He's gonna be a freshman. Can we get away with this being entirely in the MCU? And very early on in the development process, we realized like how locked in that actually made us. Like we couldn't really use his rogues gallery. We couldn't really use these aspects of origin. Like it was like not fun, honestly. Like we would have had to put so many limiters on our story to get it to lock into canon. So quickly we just were like, throw the doors off this place, blow it up. What is it? What do we want to do? What's Spider-Man about? And through Jeff's vision, I mean, it does have a lot of DNA that is very similar to the MCU depiction of the Tom Holland Spider-Man, but it really also draws all the way back to Steve Ditko, and it does tell a standalone story that like many comic books, is like adjacent to the main continuity, but really speaks to what's inherent about the character.
I can't wait for it, man. Brad, it's always great to talk to you. Please get Hot Toys on the phone and make more what if designs in 6-scale form. And I'll see.
They gotta make the Mech Avenger, man.
Dude, come on. I'm still waiting for them to release that Sakari and Iron Man that they had a model of. I mean, these character designs and what if are freaking awesome, dude. So so fingers crossed I'll be able to spend some money on that. But dude, always good to see you. Thank you so much, Brad. I'll talk to you soon.
Good to see you, Brandon.
Later. Bye.